I'm I'm gonna opt to go with a controller first. And if the controller is not gonna work out, I'll go keyboard and mouse. We'll go old school. Oh my gosh, it's so loud. It's so loud. Alrighty, so Dante has clarified that it is an XCOM game without the chance to miss. And with that clarification, definitely not gonna go on hard or very hard. I think normal is gonna work. Plus 0 extra fights. Oh, good on that. Enable Iron Man, no. Permadeath? Heretic DLC, okay. I do have the Heretic DLC. Customized difficulty. What's going on here? Enable percentage awakening gauge. Tombs awake level increased per room. I love this, like someone just wants to play the game for the first time and they go through this and it's like, well, what's Tombs awake level? What's awakening gauge? What's a tech priest HP modifier? What's CP movement cost? I don't see any clarifications on what any of this means. So I think I'm just going to leave it on default. Enable enhanced exploration. That one actually sounds interesting, but again, leave it alone. Enable narrative events. See, this is interesting. Okay, I'm just going to leave that alone. Yeah, so I'll go with normal. No customized difficulty. And we're gonna do the tutorial. Here we go. You've activated controller mode. To change back to mouse and keyboard, you must restart the game. That's... Wait, is that like a... Oh, you gotta just reboot the game, just reboot it. Or is that a controller mode is locked in for the entire playthrough, and if you want to use keyboard and mouse, you need to start a completely new playthrough, because that would be insane. You just turn it off and on? Okay. That's fine. The 41st millennium, a time of darkness and war, the Imperium of Man claims the whole galaxy in the name of the God Emperor. It fights an endless war against Xenos from without. Music's going crazy. Heretics from within and supernatural horrors from beyond. Alongside the Imperium's war fleets serve the Adeptus Mechanicus. Music is going crazy. They are the tech priests of Mars, guardians and reclaimers of humanity's technology, ever searching for remnants of knowledge from man's glorious past, exploring the depths of the galaxy for worlds long lost to mankind. In the name of their machine god, they manufacture the Imperial war machines within gigantic foundries known as Forge Worlds. Gradually, the tech priests of the Adeptus Mechanicus shed their human weakness, replacing their limbs and organs with machinery that is both stronger and spiritually pure. Their leaders, the inscrutable Magi, protect the Forge Worlds and explore the furthest corners of the galaxy with their cohorts, the Skitari troops. It is a time of warfare, tragedy, and portents of doom. Across this benighted galaxy, the Adeptus Mechanicus are one of mankind's last defenses against a new dark age, or perhaps they will be the ones to hasten its dawn. An echo in the noosphere, or the noosphere. the noosphere. Magos. An old transmission lost in the warp and recovered only now. Is it worthy of our attention? The Great Divide torments the galaxy. The resources of the Adeptus Mechanicus are stretched thin. We are weaker than ever, though the Imperium at large knows it not. This represents an unknown but possible key to victory. I don't know if I should speak over that. It reminds me of, It reminds me of, Protoss a little bit. Where, like, you know, they have their own little language that they say when you click on them. It's like just short and sweet, you know. It's like the only other game that I play, you know. I'm sorry. An opportunity to research, perhaps avert the ill fate that has befallen us. Transmission's origin is Silva Tenebris, part of Amissus Solaris, within Ultima Segmentum. Search the rolls, Redditus. Gather them. 4 months later. I need to put this from windowed back to full screen. It's like bleeding into my other monitor and, you know, problems. Whoever finds this transmission and follows me here, give thanks that you will see what I have seen. But be wary, my fellow seekers of knowledge. Whatever lies beneath this world, I hope I have woken it. I came to this world to investigate its ruins, but I found so much more. Terrors, yes. Threats to body and soul, but the Omnissiah, I found such wonders. This is the last transmission of Magos Risak. He vanished while on an explorator mission to investigate Xenos structures on Silva Tenebris. Hypothesis. He found something. Our mission on this world is to ascertain any Xenos presence, and if we find it, eliminate it as a threat to the Imperium. The opening of the Great Divide means we can call on no additional support from the Forge Worlds. We must achieve this with the troops and resources we bring with us. Benefit analysis. Peace for sector. Knowledge for mankind. Potential. Opportunity. An opportunity to destroy the works of the Xenos. Scaevola. Not appropriate them. The Messirin manuscripts, verse 619. What the enemy built, let it be made asunder, or to us it will be as house of sand and knives. Magi, we are approaching the target coordinates. So, I have heard the soundtrack for this game, and I recognize this track. I'll probably recognize all the tracks because I actually listened to them recently. The Eastern Fringe. Covering a couple of coordinates. Yeah, there is no way that this game is not too loud. This will be fun to do some stuff in post. There she is. Temperate climate, atmosphere standard breathable. My Skitarii troops should be able to operate down there without trouble. Are they ready to make landfall? As soon as we're in a stable orbit, Magos. Administratum records indicate a single colony, St. Eckhart's Hope, on the surface near the Xenos ruins. No contact recorded in 2 centuries. Colony presumed failed. The Skitarii will deploy to the surface near the ruins along with a team of tech priests under my direct command. I shall monitor them from the command throne on board. Servo Skull Reditus will serve as my eyes on the surface. We make landfall at once. Yes, Magos. I'll set up a forward command post. Resac's transmission looked like it came from underground. We'll secure any entrances to the underground structures so your tech priests can begin the exploration. Agrolek sector located. This tomb reeks of stale, dusty antiquity. Its once stern architecture is littered with debris and tarnished with the patina of age, or patina. Here and there, fissures in the structure cast feeble light over cracked and tarnished metal. The tomb was once brutalist and oppressive, as if designed to crush the spirits of its inhabitants. It is no less intimidating now, but instead of evoking a merciless guiding intelligence, it speaks only of decline and of death. This place seems abandoned at first glance, but as the exploratory troops move through its hushed corridors, the ancient dust stirs and something long dead begins on a facsimile of life. I don't like that word facsimile, just because it's pronounced facsimile. Going by our fragmentary information, it looks like a buried tomb structure. Then the sword of the Homicide is ready to fall. We deploy immediately. Let the secrets of this world equal 0. Okay, dog. I counsel caution, Magos Fastinius. Our purpose should be here to destroy the threat of the alien, not to bask in its blasphemy. Aphorisms of the Logic Saints 7.91. In the presence of the Xenos lies the invisible miasma of corruption. Destruction is not possible from orbit, Videx. The structure is too deeply buried. And Scaevola, I have no intention of plundering whatever trinkets I can find from this place. The exploratory unit of tech priests is inside the tomb and ready to proceed, Magos. There is no telling what we will find. My men will hold the perimeter in case of the unexpected. It would be folly to commit our whole manpower to the unknown, especially when the potential of a mortal threat exists that the Skitarii are less able to withstand. I have the greatest respect for my Skitarii, but they are still far from the ascension that a tech priest affords. I agree, Subdomina. I shall lead the mission in person from the command throne. Servo Skull Reditus shall be my eyes and ears on the ground. Omnissiah be praised. We're going in. The Adeptus Mechanicus are a curious breed. They explore and interact with machines they do not fully understand. Within this tutorial, you'll have to explore the interface to discover what to do. Like a true tech priest, you must experiment in order to learn. We'll help you out this one time. Press those to select the room, press X to move to that location, or that destination. Alright, before I do that though, I can't use the D-pad for this game, and you know, I desperately want to do that. I need to do that. Like cut off some areas for me. I still feel like the music is probably going crazy, but you know what? Stuff happens. I'm pressing these buttons. Nothing is happening. So I guess I'm just moving. Xenos hieroglyphs. I know of them. They are my undoers, Necrons. Necrons, mysterious ill-researched corruptive. This could be a rare sample of the Necron language, Magos. We have barely any knowledge of it. Collecting data from this obelisk could move our understanding of the language ahead for the first time in centuries. This is a work of the alien Magos, Codex Fulminatus 83.12. Show caution and scorn in all things. This Videx guy is just like, I can quote something that will contradict anything that you want to do. So what you want to do? Sometimes tech priests will feed back important information about what they encounter in a room. These situations will require you, our commander, to make decisions. There will be consequences, so choose wisely. Ahead is an obelisk, or an obelisk-like object covered in what can only be described as hieroglyphic symbols. It almost reaches the tall ceiling of this chamber. I can scrutinize, examine the inscriptions on the obelisk, and secure, check surrounding chambers for potential dangers, or destroy it. This is a monument to the alien and must fall. I like secure. We're detecting a massive energy spike from inside the tomb. Thank the Omnissiah, no one was close enough to be hit by the radiation, but something's happening in there, something huge. Noctilith source detected, also known as Blackstone. Request collection immediate. The cohort searches the chambers adjoining the obelisk's location. They find a few pieces of wreckage made from exotic materials and are gathering them when the obelisk suddenly splits open, bathing its chamber in radiation. It appears there is also something inside the obelisk. Okay. Hey, lovely bibliophile. Thank you very much for the 11 months. Almost 1 year since Triangle Strategy. Yup. It's crazy. Alright, that looks like a fight. Let's go scrap with some suckers. Necrons. Rasak did encounter them after all. No wonder he didn't make it off this planet. Every datum we have says they are as deadly as they are inhuman. The cohort encounters resistance in the form of Xenos constructs, not flesh and blood creatures, but artificial bodies that move with precision and coordination. Alright, exercise extreme caution, do not charge in too heedlessly, lest the trickery of the alien be our downfall. Follow the established combat engagement protocols, and shall be done by the book. Be aggressive. The aggressive stance of the tech priest ensures that they will not be outmaneuvered, but risks their running headlong into the fire of the enemy. I like how these are, alliteration, caution, consistency, and then crusade, Crusade just stands out so much, but it's without a doubt the most awesome one here. I like to move real cautious. So, we don't know what we're dealing with, so we gotta move real cautious. Slow advance risks granting the enemy the opportunity to execute an ambush of the Adeptus Mechanicus force. Stuff happened, man. Xenos form detected. Oh, what is that? Is that? Yeah, that's at the bottom there too. Interesting. Confirmed. Redditus cogitators now function for synthetic forms. Overwhelming excitement. Finally, we can study this standard construct, Necron Warrior. Weak spots detected, none, equal concerning. The guy speaks weird. I wonder about the symbols emblazoned on their torsos. It must not underestimate. Gauss weaponry, highly volatile. It's true, I've heard our brothers and sisters of the Mechanicus have lost their lives trying to solve the mysteries of these Xenos weapons. Approach with caution. It is also, double-checking cogitators, widely known that they will self-repair, reanimate, or reconstruct themselves if left the time to do so. Wounds that would instantly kill a Skitarii are the equivalent to a Class C graze to Necrons. At the start of every fight, you must decide the location of your units on the battlefield, or the field of battle. You can only place units on the highlighted squares. Press A on a square to place a unit. I have 2 units. Ah, I see. I'm hoping this is cover. Doesn't really look like cover, but, you know. That does not look like cover to me. To move a unit, select a destination within the blue outline surrounding your unit. Then press A. You can then confirm the movement. To decline the movement, simply press B. This outline is like giga hard to see at some angles here. Like, look at this. Like, this square right here that he's standing on, that's not easy to see. +1 cognition. I have no idea what that means. Can you not move right here? You cannot move right there. Hold RT action bar. I'm going to confirm. Okay. Not enough cognition points. Oh. Okay, I see. New sphere. Music still feels like it's going crazy. I guess I'm done? Guess maybe I should have moved him right here. Just move your tech priest to a source of cognition points. CPs represent the valuable information the tech priests are harvesting. There are several ways to collect CP. The fastest way is moving your tech priest close to the source of CP. There are many ways to collect CP, so look around to find out what they are. I feel like that's not where I moved him, though. Cognition points are stored at the bottom of the screen in CP gauge. CP are a shared team resource, so plan ahead. Bottom of the screen is the CP gauge. Oh. I mean, I think I see it. Mechanicus. You've not revealed the statistics for this target. As a result, the amount of damage dealt is unknown. Servo skulls, specialized weapons, and other skills reveal the life of an enemy. Okay. That wasn't crazy damage.
In pain I find wisdom.
You'll be able to call in other members of the cohort as the battle goes on. This will happen at the start of every round. You'll need cognition points to deploy troops. Let's deploy you here. I'm going to deploy one unit. In Mechanicus, there are two types of units to control. Tech priests, the two units you've already commanded, or troops, such as the one you've just deployed onto the battlefield. Troops are your servants and cannon fodder. They don't have access to as many weapons and skills as tech priests. However, they are useful and should not be overlooked. Okay, so that means that you probably can't get this, whatchamacallit. I don't know what I just did. Selected a weapon that is not in range of any target. Look for the weapons icon to appear on your desired target, or check the range of the weapon. Ah, okay. Ranged weapons will be disabled in melee. Okay. When you enter melee combat in an adjacent square to an enemy, you're unable to use your ranged weapons, as they're too dangerous to use at close range. Okay. Collect one cognition point. Reveal an enemy statistics. This is your servo skull, the skull of a faithful servant of the Omnissiah, augmented to be a useful companion. Every tech priest has their own servo skull. Servo skulls are very helpful in combat and cognition point collection. Select an enemy to find out its battle statistics. You revealed the statistics, or stats, of this enemy. Knowing your enemy's stats will greatly increase your chances of success. Servo skulls reveal HP, physical armor, and energy armor statistics. You then decide what weapon types, physical or energy, work best against this target. Okay. So I'd like to... Alright, so cool. I can attack as well. That's nice. Killing Necrons isn't simple. Necrons are made of a self-repairing metal that is able to knit together dismembered limbs and gaping wounds. We call this the reanimation protocol. When a Necron is in their reanimation protocol, they're unable to fight, but will return to fighting conditions soon. Dealing any amount of damage to a Necron in this protocol state will destroy them indefinitely. Gathered enough cognition points to be able to use a CP-powered weapon. Some weapons, like the Phosphor Serpenta, require CP to use. Look to the right-hand side of each action to learn the CP cost of that action. Machine spirit charged. Wow, this has giga range. Oh, so I guess like revealing this, well, I guess it didn't seem to cost anything to reveal this guy's HP or whatever, so I guess that's fine. Goodbye. You've used all possible actions for this unit, and there's nothing more it can do this round. Hold B to end the turn. No threat remaining. I like how they do that transition. It's very cool. All Xenos life forms purged. Your cohort's HP amount carries over from each fight within a mission. Keep this in mind when exploring a tomb and look out for opportunities to repair. Oh, I was like, I pressed A. Gotta press X. Hypothesis formulation. Sarcophagi, coffins, burial places. Structural purpose designation, tomb. In the chambers ahead are several groups of structures, like upright coffins of an unknown material. Can it ignite, intrigue, or ignore? Make sure you destroy any structure that looks suspicious. It is worth pausing in your advance to do harm to the Xenos. Ensure you observe your surroundings carefully. Detailed pict grabs and readings may be the key to success. Do not tarry to observe the works of the aliens. Press on and avoid any distractions. Upright coffins? Ignite those suckers. The tech priests open fire on the sarcophagi. The structures prove all but impermeable to normal small arms fire, but components of the strange Necron materials are stripped away and can be salvaged by the cohort for examination and repurposing. So, let's save the game. I know this is a tutorial, but let's save the game. After exploring the chamber for several minutes, a tile underfoot clicks. The sound of whirring energy builds up around your troops. A quick omnispecs scan reveals you're surrounded on all sides by Xenos life forms. Oh man, why y'all fail your perception check? Okay. I get to go first. Oh. I'm gonna put you there. Can't tell which one is which. Oh, okay. I was selecting those little guys. Yeah, put you over there. Let's see, there's only 2 dudes. Both Necron warriors. I am gonna blast this sucker, so hopefully he dies. I think I'll place a regular servitor. Like, right there. And, start battle. Oh, I was like, yeah, cover. Maybe cover is just not a thing in this game. I'm coming to get you. Ready. Actually, maybe I don't even have to move. Maybe I could just blast you from here. Get blasted. Bring me great cognition. Oh, you have a servo skull as well. Okay. Fine. I'm gonna end your turn just in case that respawns. Oh, big damage. When servitors are hit in combat, tech priests take an interest, quickly noting down damage angles, projectile speeds, and other useful combat information to be used later against their enemies. This is represented by gaining a cognition point. Servitors are a very useful unit in all your missions. Oh, wonderful. What are those? Theoretically, I could have ended this fight before these things spawned. Theoretically. Opportunity equal knowledge. Gather. Must obtain. Required. Scarabs detected. Source data surfacing. No life forms detected. Area safe. Continue forward. Redditus, verify your cogitators. Then tell me what surfaced from Magos Rysak's cogitators. Scarabs of an unknown Xenos race. Biology synthetic, possible artificial intelligence. Once specimens gathered, AI theory equal false. Personal recording, weeks of study show there are many variants of Scarab, each with their own roles within the Xenos economy and architecture. Able to build and deconstruct anything they encounter, they're able to repair other units within their species with lightning speed. Be warned, they are deadly in large swarms. Appears the machine spirit is with us. We've been able to access some more of Rysak's data that we thought was corrupt. It must be due to us recording the Xenos forms that the machine spirit has blessed us with access to these cogitator records. It's unsure why he would lock this under a synthetic proximity encryption. Alright, that does come back. Alright, who am I controlling though? Oh, they want me to deploy. Yeah, sure, we can deploy. Deploy you right there. servitor is probably going to die. But I want to see what servitors are capable of doing. Oh. I want to know what that heart 1 icon is there next to the button here. I don't know what that is. Two repaired. Opportunity attack. Right, use this. Oh, you could use that at range? Oh, snaps. Did not know. I feel like we scanned this guy and then learned nothing. New sphere. Alright, you got 4 HP. Bring the ruckus. You didn't bring the ruckus. Alright. I'm taking the opportunity attack. Damage absorbed. Oh, that enemy is gone. Kill a Necron unit with a critical hit. When you critically kill a Necron, they're unable to activate their reanimation protocols and are instantly teleported from battle. Okay. Line of sight and range is what's important here. Cover ain't for us. Okay. Okay. Good to know. Not gonna tell me what acid does. Oh, that's mean. That is mean. Alright, so this is cool. I can see. I thought I had to be like adjacent to them because the last time I did this, I was adjacent to them. But this is cool. I can just do this whenever I want. Let's see. Range of this. Does it say 8M? So 1, 2, 3, 4. So 8 squares in front. You can move here 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. 1 away. If I move there though. Actually, it does have like the diagonal thing, so I don't gain, you know, like extra range. Although I don't know what the reason for that would be actually. Alright, cool. Over here. Oh, that did come back. This is the deploy phase. I don't feel is necessary. Alright, if you're going to be sacrificed for a Gamagon, might as well do some damage first. Alright, he killed it. Nice.
All Xenos life forms purged.
The symbol represents a location of significant importance to your mission. Entering these rooms brings you closer to the end of a mission. Negative signs of hostile forces, seeking permission to proceed with data collection protocols. Confirmed, permission authorized. Acknowledged, Magos. Protocol begins. What is primary focus, sire? Knowledge of Necron forces, numbers, defenses, locations, any form of data on how many remain on this rock. Secondary, source the purpose of this tomb, why it was built. Interface devices all but eroded. There is one device that may hold answers, but the Necron data looms are incomprehensible to Imperium Archaeotech. I don't know. This might take a while. Idea, Magos. If I may take host of this priest, I could be of assistance. Approved. Spheric interfacing complete. Hard to decipher purpose. List of suggestions, Magos. Deconstruct device, activate switch mechanisms, learn Necron language, and return later. What will it be, sire? Always so meticulous with your list. Tech Acquisitor. Engage on Xenos mechanisms. Although I detest to do so, the promises of the rewards are too great to ignore. Having to lower ourselves to the Xenos learnings may be the only way to reach the Archaeotech we seek. Protocol updated. Confusion. New spheric interference. Disconnect at once. Urged. Reset. New spheric disconnect complete. Possible scrap code will fragment now. Fragmenting. Sire, we have unfavorable issue to deal with. Requesting Dominus input. Fragmenting. Explain. As Tech Acquisitor Scaevola left suddenly, my cognitators glitched. Augmentations entered sporadic reaction protocols and have fried vital sign regitories. Unclear of full damage report. Necron device is now activated, sire. Fragmenting. 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 Frag. Remove yourself from the new sphere, Scaevola. Reditus, report. The tomb is waking, sire. Reports from Skitarii cohorts across the planet note that tremors vex their locals. We've lost contact with the Skitarii that were covering the entrance to this tomb. We can hear noises of approaching forces. Improve protection protocols, load weapons, and ready for what is to come. We must face the Xenos.
I wake with the turning of aeons. Stars yet to burn, life yet to blossom. Is it truly time?
Thrones of Mars, what was that? An omni-linguistic transmission, Magos. It seems these mute constructs are not the only inhabitants of this structure.
What is this? Flesh and steel combined. A mockery of both. Their every footstep a blasphemy. What manner of galaxy is this into
Principal Xenos Warform sighted. Those noises are a little too crazy. Exotic energy signatures past sensor range. Designate Xenos Abominatus. High value target confirmed. The hunt is on. What are your orders, Magos? The cohort reaches a large chamber beneath the first layers of the Xenos ruins. Bridges stretch from balancing platforms, barely holding themselves together, while rubble falls from the high walkways like breadcrumbs escaping into the abyss below. We can capture, fall back, or stand ground. Contain the Xenos and return it to the Cestus. Metallicon intact, so it can be vivisected and studied. Fall back, get the tech priests out of there. Annihilate the Xenos filth with righteous fury. I mean, I'm pretty good on HP right now. You know, I'm feeling kind of confident right now. I don't think I want to fall back. Feeling kind of confident right now. I don't like the idea of capturing anything that can just speak into your mind, you know? That's an overlord thing that we have learned from other galaxies. So let's stand our ground, you know? Plant those feet. Are you certain, Magos? It is in keeping with the doctrines of the cult Mechanicus, but I do not believe we have the firepower to defeat this foe.
Insects. This galaxy is infested with vermin.
A green light flickers into life from within the shadows. The cohort prepares for the worst as skeletal silhouettes start to form in front of the shadows. Let's bring the ruckus.